no, it's another coffee time. Hey. The drilling's not as loud. Not as loud. That's why we didn't do it Friday, because it was drilling and I just can't. Not when it's drilling. Right, where are we? Oh, the weather news, because we're on the Daily Mail website. Brrr. Met Office issues severe cold weather warning. Britain braces for snow with country gripped by heavy frost, ice, freezing -6 conditions from Wednesday. Apparently there's an Arctic blast going to hit the UK. Is there a map? Oh look, there's a level 3. A level 3 cold weather action warning. That and the Costa Lurpak. How are we going to survive? Alas, it doesn't look like that Indian summer is coming to save us from the fuel bills. So I don't know. What is a level 3 cold weather alert? Good question. Luckily, this box out on the Daily Mail website tells me. It says cold weather could increase health risks to vulnerable people. But they reckon air's coming from the Arctic and will spread south across the country from late Wednesday. Oh, not again. I don't like it. But yeah, this is Thursday's temperature chart was going to look like. Brrr. That's cold, isn't it? We've got and Friday, not much better. Brrr. Don't worry, there is more. Plymouth is -1, but I couldn't fit it on. Doesn't matter. Nobody's watching. Doesn't matter. So yeah, brrr, and I reckon there's going to be snow and everything. Yellow snow. Don't eat the yellow snow, kids. Good news, everybody. Millions of employees will have the right to demand that they can work from home on the first day of their new job under laws being drawn up by ministers that will help you improve your work-life balance. Yeah, the government will now more flexible working. Again, I think they've realised that we're living in the 21st century. Did you realise that? I did. Yes, this is the 21st century. It's about time, because again, many jobs could be done from home. Just think, you wouldn't need all those office blocks. All that commuting, wouldn't need to do it. Yeah, it's been seen as a boost for employees who have domestic commitments such as caring for children or elderly relatives. Small Business Minister Kevin Hollinrake says giving staff more say over their working pattern makes for happy employees and more productive businesses. It's only taken them the COVID pandemic to realise this, because I think they realised after that hey, do you know what? People can work from home and get their jobs done. Because again, a lot of managers they fear that people when they work from home are just going to go to the pub. Hey, if you go to the pub and work from the pub and get the work done, just spilling pint on your laptop, isn't it? That's the only problem, isn't it? Oh, we've got some. What's this? Is sex news. Todd Baratz, he's a certified sex therapist, and this is what he look. Does he look like a sex therapist to you? I don't know, but he's written a little article for the Daily Mail. 7 things all couples should know about each other if they want a healthy relationship. Okay, have we got it? Childhood history. Got to open up about your childhood history. Mrs. doesn't know about my life as a street urchin. I used to pick pockets back in Dickensian London. I think that's what happened. I can't remember. Relational history. That's pretty boring. Love preferences. I love a sandwich. I love a cup of tea. And I love some digestive biscuits with that cup of tea. There we go. Relational challenges. What challenges they often face with each other? Well, obviously, where's my cup of tea? Where's my sandwich? And why have you forgotten to bring in the digestive biscuits? Those are the main challenges of our relationship. Sexual desires, kinks and eroticism. Wearing wellies. I'm into rubber. I like wearing wellies when we do it. Yeah. What? What's wrong with that? But it's hard to get some purchase sometimes. You've ever tried wearing wellies in bed? Just can't get the purchase. But there you go. Internal world. Letting your partner know what's running through your mind. Where's my sandwich? Where's my cup of tea? Where's my digestive biscuits? Dreams and future plans. Dreams are boring. Dreams are boring. But we've also got common turn-offs when dating. Again, I don't need to worry about this. But dirty fingernails? Yeah, they're not dirty. They're clean. Here, look at this thumbnail. I've managed to grow a really big thumbnail. Look. Because I used to bite my nails for like 40 years. It's longer than that. Eating loudly. Selfishness. Bad hygiene. Little spray of aftershave usually covers everything. Laziness. Oh, I can't be bothered to read this one. Road rage. I don't drive. Short temper. Don't you tell me I've lost my temper. Smoking. Well, I'm smoking hot. So how could that be a turn-off? I do not know. But there you go. Those are some of the common turn-offs when dating. There you go. Just in case you thought I was just talking to myself. But there you go. Who cares? Who cares? There's plenty more fish in the sea. So anyway, this is the story of Elnaz Rekabi. And she's an Iranian rock climber. You may have seen her. She was competing at the Asian Championships of the International Federation of Sports Climbing in Seoul, in South Korea, on October the 16th. Here she is. And, well, she didn't wear a covering. She didn't wear a headscarf, a head covering. So her brother revealed a video. His brother Dawood posted a video of what the Iranian authorities did to their home as revenge. Yeah, they reduced it to rubble. That's nice, isn't it? Apparently both of them have been in trouble for her not wearing the scarf. They were both reportedly arrested after their return to Iran, and then it seems that they've destroyed their home as well. Local media says the villa was not demolished as an act of retaliation, though. Really? But the Tasnim news agency said the house was razed by authorities because Mr. Rekabi didn't hold the correct permit for its construction. Yeah, okay. I don't think so. I think it was a tit for tat. Mind you, the big question is, air fryers are a big thing at the moment. Air fryers. Well, I've had an air fryer for many years, but because it saves the energy. Apparently, saves the energy, the air fryer. And what they're saying now is, could you cook your Christmas dinner in an air fryer? I say no. Have you seen the size of a turkey? Have you seen the size of a turkey? But yeah, they're looking at how much it costs. Do you know it costs 18p to cook chicken in an air fryer? Chips 10p, cake 8p. Cook a cake in an air fryer? I've never thought of that. I actually joked about doing that, and the missus says no, you couldn't cook a cake in an air fryer, but here you can. And jacket potato 13p. Oh, I haven't tried that. But yeah, which magazine? They've been doing tests on cooking various items, obviously, and found that air fryers are 3 times cheaper than a conventional oven to run, and cook the food equally or well, or is he better than the oven? But yeah, the pressure cooker was both the cheapest and quickest way of roasting a chicken, but you can't do a turkey. That must be a tiny chicken. Was it spatchcock? No, it's just the cut of these trousers. And those potatoes look burnt. Missus, if I served you those potatoes, you'd say, I'm not eating that. It's like a lump of coal. Maybe you could do, I don't know, was it a turkey crown? That's it, turkey crown. Stuffing balls? That's my pet name. How about this then? Let's go to Ukraine. And I reckon 2 Russian nuclear bombers were damaged by a drone strike. This is at the Engels 2 airbase near the city of Saratov, and CCTV footage captures the moment when boom, sonic boom, and the 2 long-range Tu-95 bombers were blown sky high. That's good. Meanwhile, Russian troops were pictured stealing geese from a farm in Ukraine. But don't worry, they got their own back. They are stealing geese. Then it was open fire, boom, and they stole the dead birds, and because they obviously killed them, and then the Ukraine forces opened fire with artillery fire. Would you like some shells with your geese? Indeed. Disgraced ex-Tory MP Imran Ahmed Khan loses his Court of Appeal challenge. Good. But court news, we've got some court news. This is a story of Gemma Dunning. I wonder what she's been up to. No, it wasn't stealing cakes. That's not fair, is it? But the 38-year-old, my eyesight's going a bit wonky, from Warrington. Was she from Warrington? No, she's from Widnes, but she appeared at Warrington Magistrates Court. I'm running ahead of myself. What did she do? What did she do? Did you really want to know? Well, they're taking online trolling very, very, very seriously these days. She was convicted of trolling offences after she revealed the name of a 15-year-old sex abuse victim on Facebook when his attacker went to prison. Yeah, Gemma Dunning from Widnes used a fake profile to out the teenager on social media. And it's about this fella, Michael Cullen. Now, I wonder if did she know him? Why would she be defending this fella? But he was sent down for 3 years in April after, attacking the boy on a camping trip. And now she has been sent down too. Yes, she was jailed. Which is good, isn't it? That's good. Where's the details? Dunning sobbed that she was fined £200 after she admitted of unlawfully publishing the name of the victim, who was protected by an anonymity order. She claimed she had not intended to take the name of the boy known in her posts. But it's not good, is it? I mean, really, how stupid. How stupid you have to be. Anyway, have we got anything else going on here? Good news. CBI warns that Britain faces a deeper recession and a lost decade of growth. Oh no, that's no good. But good news, if you've got a fully functional Apple I computer in your garage, it looks like this. If you've got one of these, you could be quids in. How so? Well, one of these has sold, right? Yeah. It's on auction at the moment. And it's currently standing at $241,000. But the auction ends in 10 days' time, on the 15th, and the auctioneers are anticipating that the final price could clip $375,000. That's just over £300,000 sterling. And this is what the Apple I looks like when it's connected up. Again, this is the rudimentary computing back in the day, the good old days before apps and Wi-Fi and social media. But yeah, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, the two Steves, as I like to call them, made the Apple I computer back in 1976. And as we know, the rest is history. But imagine finding one of those. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Meanwhile, I've got more legal news here. This is the story of Richard Alan Parsons. Here he is. Well, he found himself the victim of a poison pen campaign. The former teacher, he's turned author, and he's a multi-millionaire now. He produced the Parsons School study guides, right? But there was a poison pen campaign around his local community in Cumbria. Yeah. He sued Elizabeth and Alan Garnett and their daughter Katie Armistead in the High Court because they were spreading anonymous messages around. One read, "Once upon a time there was a twat. It was you. The end." And here is Alan Garnett with his daughter. So you're thinking, okay, this is interesting, poison pen campaign. But yeah, he sued them in the High Court, and the family planned to fight the allegations, but later the solicitor said they would not be defending the claim and wished the proceedings should be brought to an end. And it's ended all right, with them facing over £100,000 in legal bills. There you go. They've been ordered to pay damages for harassment and libel plus massive legal costs. In making the order, Mrs. Justice Collins Rice said it was accepted that the allegations against Mr. Parsons were false and defamatory, but there could be no finding against the defendants as the Garnett family did not go on trial. So it's one of those things where they're innocent but they're not innocent, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. I wonder if it would have been more expensive if they'd have fought it. But yeah, you've got to be very careful what you do, because when people have money, they take you to court, and that's why you should always be very wary if I ever win the lottery. Oh yeah, because I'll be taking everyone to court. You watch out. Oh, that's a shame. Eddie Izzard failed to get his bid to become a Labour MP. Labour members didn't select him because he was put up for selection at Sheffield Central, and they didn't choose him. They chose Abtisam Mohammed instead. Paul Blomfield, the incumbent Labour MP who's standing down, pictured himself with her. There you go. So that's good. We don't want none of your stinking celebrities being MPs. He's acting. What's he going to do? Give up acting? It's not like he's Glenda Jackson or anything who actually gave up acting to become an MP, and she was a good MP back in the day. But I always get the feeling that if Izzard had have become the MP and selected and won, I imagine he'd still carry on acting, and I think that's a bit of a conflict of interest there. It's like old Hancock going in the jungle, isn't it? No? Oh, that's a horrible one. Can't do that one. Apparently, you've been using the stapler wrong your entire life. And this is a TikTok video. Krista Marie shared a TikTok video in which she found out that the little metal plate. You see this little metal plate here? That little metal plate, if your stapler's got one of those little metal plates, can be reversed. Those two notches pushes the staple in so permanently staple. And if you flip it around, and you see this one here, apparently pushes the staples in an outward direction. There you go. Yeah. And someone, so you can see the, let's see, in, out, shake it all about. And people on TikTok are amazed that somebody is showing them how to use things, because everyone's thick. It's like, yeah, and they've probably got millions of views, millions of views. Apparently England won the football, did they? Yeah, England won the football. But I've not been watching it. I've not. No. We won. But I'm only saying that because, well, something for the dads here to put some pictures of ladies celebrating. Here you go. Something for the dads today. Because, you know, birds love football too, you know. Not been watching it. Not been watching it. Even if we get to the final, I'm not going to watch it. Not going to ignore it. Because we're up against France next. Do you think we'll win against France? I don't know. God, it's a bit. These stories are a bit rubbish today. I don't think we've got any. Don't think we've got any animal stories. Oh, there is one animal story I can do. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, who's running amok on Twitter, claims that former disgraced FTX crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried, not Fried, Fried, Bankman-Fried, it's in his name. Yeah. It'd only be better if he'd called it, I don't know, Cashman Fraud. That's really what he should be, you know. It's terrible. Anyway, Musk has suggested that Bankman-Fried donated over $1 billion to the Democrats. Apparently he also donated money to the Republicans too. But where did the money go? Where did the money go? We're never going to find out, because decentralised banking, a lot of this stuff's untraceable. That's why criminals use it. Wah. Did you know that they sold this house last week? Look. This is a house. Don't worry, I'm not going to put a bill on it. Here it is. Does anybody know what the house this is? You've got to be a person of a certain vintage to know. Yeah, this is a house in Oregon, and it sold recently for $1.6 million. But why? What's so special in this house? This is the house which featured in Spielberg's 1985 film The Goonies. There you go. And see, here it is from a very grainy screenshot of The Goonies. Yeah, and a super fan has bought it, and they reckon they're going to, you know, preserve it. You know, for all the film fans out there, because, you know, Goonies. They're going to turn it into a museum. It'd be good, wouldn't it? It'd be expensive though. Be expensive. Meanwhile, on Facebook, people are even more stupid. There's been a heated debate about Advent. And look, here's some pictures of Advent calendar chocolates for you. Oh, thought it was going to be the postman then. Phew. I'm going to get through this without the postman knocking. There's been some debate from a Melbourne mother on a Facebook group. She asks, with Advent calendars, do you start with 1 or 24? I think it's 24, as it's a countdown. Oh dear. No, you start at 1 on the 1st of December, and then you stop on Christmas Eve, the 21st of December. Are people that thick? And again, on some of these speciality Advents, the chocolates sometimes get bigger as you get closer towards Christmas. If you started on 24, your chocolates will get smaller, and that'd be like a bizarro Christmas, wouldn't it? Wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that, would you? Would you? I don't know. Maybe you would. Oh God! How do these stupid people? How do they carry on? I do not know. I do not know. There's stupidity everywhere. Everywhere. Stupidity. Mind you, if you buy this home's for sale. This is in Hertfordshire, in Potter's Bar. Right, there you go. It doesn't look like much, but the guy is wearing a very specific shirt. But you're probably wondering why the humble property, here it is going on the market for over £1 million. Why is that? Because some of the turf in this back garden, right? This is you're not going to believe it. It features turf from where Jeff Hurst scored England's goal in the 1966 World Cup. Indeed, the turf was dug up and laid at home in Potter's Bar, and it's been the subject of debates of debate. It's been kept secret for 50 years. But yeah, the famous strip of grass could now be owned by an avid supporter. And here is a picture of the bit of turf. It's just out of shot there. But use your imagination. But yeah, fancy that. Fancy that. A garden with some turf from the World Cup. Right, okay then. We've got top 10 festive gags. In at 10, how do you keep your home warm at Christmas? Tinsulation. What do people heating their homes and wrapping paper have in common this Christmas? Both of them are getting ripped off. These are topical. And at 8, why are the government having problems with their own version of the Christmas nativity? They can't find 3 wise men. Well, they have that problem every year. 7, what crisps do Phil and Holly serve at Christmas party? Skips. I like it because they skip the queue. 6, why has Santa been banned from sooty chimneys? Carbon footprints. Really. 5, why is Will Smith and Chris Rock not having turkey this Christmas? Because they've got beef. I like it. Again, topical. 4, what's the difference between Liz Truss and a shepherd? One U-turns and the other turns U's. Did she U-turn? She left. Number 3, how did King Charles sign his Christmas cards to his family? The artist formerly known as Prince. 2, why does Kate Bush need to turn off the heating? Because she's running up that bill. Oh, that's not. Is that a Christmas joke? And what type of peas were in Christmas dinner? MPs. Brussels sprouts, more like. They were really poor. Where are we? Have we got to the end yet? I feel like I have. Yes, we have got to the end, but we did have an animal story, but it's not a cute animal story. It's I can't find it now. I've lost it. It's moved. Where did it go? Hold it. Let me just find it. You got it. I knew it was here something. Now the Tasmanian tiger. I'm going to pull it up. There we go. This was pictured in 1936 at Hobart's Beaumaris Zoo, right? And was thought to be the last living Thylacine. His name was Benjamin. Now the Tasmanian tiger was thought to have been, extinct, and some say that it's still out there. That it's still, there are some enclaves of them, but they've never been spotted. But they've actually found the remains. Yeah, the remains of the last known Thylacine, thought for decades to have been lost, have been rediscovered, sitting in a cupboard in a Tasmanian museum. Well, why didn't they look? Researchers recently realised the remains was entered into the collection of the Tasmanian Museum of Art and Art Gallery, TMAG, in 1936, but hadn't been properly catalogued. So yeah, they've been looking for the remains, but hadn't been catalogued properly. Does this mean that they're gonna I don't know, clone it? But yeah, these are the remains of Benjamin. Poor Benjamin. You'd think they would have stuffed him. You'd think they would have, you know, rather than him being a rug. There you go. That's the animal story. I'm sorry, it's just so poor. It's not my fault. It's the Daily Mail. I'll have a look, see if there's anyone in. I doubt if there's anyone in. Nobody cares. Payne's in. This afternoon. It looks a bit chilly out. It was a bit cold this morning. And these jokes were even bad for him to say, says Robert. Indeed, they were stinkers. Anyway, that was coffee time. Slowly killing the channel, one video at a time. God damn it. Yay! You better drink it up.